Hello everybody and welcome to the sportiest stream. We've got some great Rocket League Splash Series action tonight. Only one match here, one best of 5, but this is a very interesting series. Our first, is it our first look? It's not, it's our second look here at the Surge Cup. Two new teams, one big matchup. Bluelock takes on Team Silenced. Again, at the start of their seasons, both these teams 0-0. Both these teams, I believe, are newer to the Rocket League Splash Series, but probably not going to be unknown, that's for sure. Team Silence, the last time we ever saw this team on this stream actually was back when they was not even this team, it was a very different team. It was back when Krevlo was on this org. Back when it was Team Silence Diametrics back in Indie Gaming League. It was April 30th. True, so that has been 1 year, 9 months, 0 days ago. My goodness. Or in other words, 642 days. It's been a while since we've seen this org on the stream, but they have been here. Bluelock, though, not an org. This is a team, though, but see the talent both these sides have. Again, newer sides, so you don't really know how good they're going to be until they get into those matches. Besides, it's a very big, opening match for them. You want to set the pace early. You want to tell people what you can do, how you're going to play. This is the day to do it. We'll get these teams in hopefully as soon as we can. Yeah, this is a big match for both these sides. They're opening week here, and I'm so happy I get to see this because it's one of those matchups between teams that you may not know now, but could very well become known by the end of the season. So often we've seen teams come in a bit more unknown, and not really team that you would recognize. And just throughout the season, they surprise a lot of people. We've seen teams do that. Something to say. Hope the cast is great. Hey man, have fun with that, Tommy. What matches do you have tonight? I know you got a couple matches tonight. You got that one at 11. You got that Tsunami Cup match at 11. With what, Team Cypher, I think it is. So, yeah, Team Cypher versus name Peak Rank C's. Yeah, have fun with that matchup, my friend. I love the names of these teams. Paolo's team as well. Of course. He's also got Riptide. Nice. What Riptide match do you have, Tommy? Let me know. By the way, Tommy is the league owner here, part of the Rocket League Splash Series presented to you guys. Bye, and I gotta make sure I list all of these sponsors correctly. GamersOn.tv, Invisbar Entertainment, Latin 7 Gaming, Hetty Scarf Gang, Purchase and Resell, and Claim to Fame. Thank you all so much for making RLSS what it is. As now we got a follow in as well from Dynathy. Thank you for the follow, Dynathy. Welcome to the Sportiest stream. We're in time for what will be our one and only match tonight. This Surge Cup matchup. Bluelock taking on Team Silenced. This week has been Riptide and Surge Cup matches only for RLSS, but man, I hope we get a couple more in the next future weeks now that I'm gonna have more of an open schedule. It's been a while. Can't wait for the series to go underway. Oh, me neither. Glyctics. Yeah, again, I'm excited. I want to see some more matches in the future though. Before RLSS. Again, my next couple weeks are going to be really nice and open. I'm hopeful that maybe that will allow some RLSS teams to book. I know Blackline's going to go into their playoffs next week, so that will be interesting. I mean, there's other leagues as well around the league. I know AGL's going to their playoffs. LOS champs are midway through the season. We're actually going to see an LOS match tomorrow. ATS obviously is currently underway in their regular season. Hopefully we'll get a couple matches for that. I know we have one coming up on Saturday with actually a recognizable face that a lot of you would recognize if you've been on the stream long enough. But yeah, so far I'm liking this matchup. And yeah, I've heard a lot about Team Silenced. Although you guys may not recognize this team as much since we have not seen this version of Team Silenced. I do recognize this team back because of their time in the Blackline Championship Series Contender Series. They're one of the scariest teams in that league, and if you know anything about that league, it's like 72 teams, I believe, in that league. It's a big league. They're undefeated. Nobody can stop them in their group, so... here he goes. What league is most competitive? Ooh, that's a good question, Blackjack. Now, my usual answer to what league is most competitive is usually the lower ranked leagues. They're usually more competitive because ranks are closer. We'll get these in as soon as we can. Oh, like what league? Yeah, one seed in the entire BLCS division. Yeah, I told you, they're good. Team Silent's really good. They're definitely the favorites in this one. You want to jump into the second league? Ooh, that's a tough one. I really like Blackline. I've mentioned it. I've liked Blackline. I like Blackline's. I like Blackline as a league more than LOS. I'm not afraid to say that. I do not mind ranking leagues. I like Blackline a lot more. You see, the best way to know if I like a league more is how much do I cast in that league and how much do I work in that league. So, but like I will say, RLSS. I really like RLSS. I really like the Blackline Championship Series, and I really like ATS. Partially because I actually am one of the guys who runs ATS. But yeah, I do. Blackline's a good league to join into. I would recommend Blackline, especially for higher ranked players. Blackline's probably one of your better leagues for that. LOS is not bad for it either, but I find LOS just to be a bit small and also to be a little bit confined in the website. It's one of those things where again, I like LOS, but I think as a league, it's just really confined. I think Blackline's gonna be better for competition, especially at higher ranks. It definitely is. Although I will say, ATS, we're gonna have a GC3 tournament coming up soon. Our Legends Cup 1, mid-February. We haven't announced it just yet, but we are actually gonna make that tournament. It's gonna be a 2-day event, mid-February. So pay attention if you are an ATS. Pay attention. We're going to announce that tournament probably in 2 days. I'm assuming it's in 2 days since signups for it should open in 2 days. So I can't wait for it. It's gonna be great. But for now, again, what a match we have coming up here. You guys are distracting me. Bluelock taking on Team Silenced in a best-of-5 matchup. As we got Touts, Maiden, and Buttercup in for Team Silenced. Bluelock, just letting me know they're having some tech difficulties, so hopefully we'll get an answer as soon as we can here about what's happening over there. But last time we catched my teams, I believe, was almost a year ago, right? Nope, it was not. It was well over a year. It was like a year and... It was a year. It was like 460 days ago. So it was well over a year. Glicktix. Well over a year ago. But yes, it was back in... IGL still around. It was back when Krevlo was not even on Team Ignition. People recognize Krevlo for Team Ignition on the stream because he's been on the stream a ton. But yeah, he was actually on Team Silenced even before that. And he was on the stream for Team Silenced Diametrics. I do remember that. That was a great series, by the way. I still remember that series. One of my... a fun series, that's for sure. One of my favorite, really early series that I had. There's not a lot of early series I liked because I was pretty terrible at commentary. So again, we're just going to look to get this thing sorted out here as soon as we can. As we are actually having some issues here with one of the teams not having all their players in, so we are waiting here. Again, we're just waiting on these rosters. Hopefully we'll get an answer from them as soon as we can about this matchup. We are having some issues getting Bluelock in the match. Again, right now, just trying to get these teams in as soon as we can. I do apologize. We're just trying to sort things out here for these two teams. I know Bluelock is having some issues. games right now are waiting. Let's take a look at those rosters one last time. Why not? While we, again, prepare and wait for Bluelock to join on in. Tommy, if you're still here, or if any of the mods are here, you can play 3v2, correct? I believe RLSS does allow 3v2 matches. I don't want to have a 3v2 match. I will wait if we don't need to get a 3v2 match, but I believe we can play 3v2. I'm hoping that's not what we have to do here. Has anyone heard from them? Yes, I have. Always holds that. Oh, has anyone heard from your third? I don't know. I haven't heard from your third. I know, like, both teams have responded. Let's start talking about, like, Salts, you're on... Yeah, you're on Team Silenced. Yeah, I have heard from Bluelock. They don't have a third player. They don't have a third player. We'll give them time. It's 10 minutes, and then they forfeit game 1. That's how the rules state here in RLSS. I don't think they've changed. I don't mind giving them up to like 15 minutes though if they absolutely need it. It's early match night, so we have time here. Try to sort things out. I am hoping though that we can get things. Again, we'll wait on these teams to, again, have everybody in. We're still waiting on Bluelock. They have responded. At least 2 of the players are here. They do not have a third one, though, and they're waiting on that. And this is part of the Surge Cup. I haven't even mentioned. That is GC1, GC2 rank level. This league's been around, I think, for 2 seasons before. Very good league. I love the Surge Cup. It's one of those leagues where it's really, it's like a middle ground league. Not your super high rank league. It's not your super low rank league. It's your middle ground league, and it's usually like super competitive, while also really hot, like fun and really fun to pick apart. I love watching this kind of rank level because you really get to kind of go into the minds of a lot of players on why they make certain decisions. There's a lot of creativity. There's also just a lot of fun action at GC1, GC2. Many teams in this league. Now again, Team Silenced are in the lobby. We are still waiting on Bluelock. If Bluelock don't make it, this would be considered a forfeit, but I'm hoping that isn't what's going to happen here. And we are just waiting here on these teams. Just so, again, I do apologize on this delay, but hopefully you guys are fine with waiting a little bit. You know, it's not fun when you have to wait for matches, especially since I don't know actually if they're going to have their full roster. Again, I believe RLSS does allow teams to play 3v2. Yeah, we are gonna get a mod in here. We are gonna get actually a separate mod. I actually am a mod now for RLSS. I don't think I've mentioned that yet. I'll probably actually mention that. I think I have an announcement planned right after the series to let people know I actually am now a mod for RLSS. So, that's fun. I get to run another league. And again, I told you I love RLSS. Stuff they do, but hopefully we can sort out the issues here. Oh wait, they're all in. I just noticed they just got a message here. They're good to go. They've got their roster, and their third was just, I don't know what happened. Maybe he was asleep. That happened. That's happened before. But they are here. Bluelock is in the lobby, so thank goodness they are here. They have made it. Axie, Hoka, and Unknown. Ults Maiden Buttercup on the other side. Let's get into this series. We've been waiting for far too long. I know you guys are impatient. I know a lot of people are impatient, but let's just get this match underway. Bluelock on the blue, Team Silenced on the orange. These teams making their start in the RLSS. A best of 5 series to determine after week 1 who will have the better record. Will it be Bluelock or will it be Team Silence? Team Silence have had such a good time so far. We've seen them in the Contender Series absolutely dominate there, and that is a GC1, GC2 division in its own right. Although I guess technically it's more like Champ 3 to GC2, but again, they know how to play at this level. They've done it so often. It's going to be a real tough time for them to, for any of these teams to beat them, especially Bluelock being as new as they are. But it's week 1 after all, and still a lot of learning curves for both these sides here in the RLSS. But Buttercup looking for the chance that one will be stopped. Maiden, a quick one on targets, and Team Silence already starting off with some great offense, but offense still not able to break through as Hoka, that one will be saved wide. Team Silenced on defense, and so far both these teams just kind of being a little chippy, looking just for small opportunities. It's so common in Game 1 to see teams test things a little bit, but not try to push too far. We need to see teams start to take risks, start to really try to force some plays to do. And right now, Team Silence, it does feel like they're starting to ask a lot more questions. And a lot of it has to do with bumps and demos as a play in front for Buttercup. And that should be goal 1. It will be. Team Silenced will start out with the lead. Touts to the back wall, fakes it in front for Buttercup. And Hoka dead to rights. An early start for Team Silenced. Again, this org has only been on the stream once before. They did win that series for Diametrics. Maybe it might be one of the few orgs that actually could go 100% on the stream while playing multiple matches. So far, so good for the favorites. Says play in front for Towns, looking for the second touch. Naxay will clear, but Bluelock is starting to realize just how scary the Silence team is, and a lot of it is just this Silence team isn't trying anything crazy, aren't doing anything insane. They're just putting in some very good pressure. They're really making Bluelock uncomfortable. Of it is just by the fact that this is a Silence team that is consistent and does find each other, but that's a big overcome hit, and Buttercup won't be able to get back. Hoka will tie the game at 1. And this one's the misrotation as Touts and Buttercup. I think Buttercup must have expected Touts to get back a little faster to that one, but he was nowhere to be seen. Team Silence now watching as Bluelock picks them away. Here's Buttercup looking for another one. Hoka will stop, and I love this immediate return to offense here from Team Silenced. A team that, you know, again, having just been scored on in a pretty bad way, be able to just recover and to let it kind of get away, kind of shake it off from them. They're starting off well, they're continuing it. There's nothing that's slowing this team down. As Buttercup and Todd's both have been really working the offense. No surprise to see the success here. As a raid coming in from Ice Cold Brew. Thank you for the raid, Ice Cold Brew. How was your night? Hopefully you had a good match there. I'm assuming you were streaming some Rocket League action. We have a Rocket League Splash Series matchup between Bluelock and Team Silenced. Silenced are the favorites in this matchup. This is their, I believe, their debut season in RLSS, but if you know this team well enough, you'll know in Blackline, they're one of the top teams there for a reason. Bluelock, this is a team that's a lot more unknown. This would be a huge start for them if they can really bring the pressure, but instead they're just doing it against themselves. Tots with a gift, and Team Silenced with insurance. As for Hoka, I mean, I can't believe he got that touch. It's an impressive touch, although it goes the wrong way. We got it here, 165 Panda took down Swordfish Tsunami 3-1. Good on them. We actually got to see Panda on the stream in an amazing 3-2 series against the veterans of N2N. N2N Nomads, actually, I should probably state. There's so many N2N teams in this league. If you haven't seen that match, you should go see it. It's amazing. We have a beautiful matchup. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just go watch it. It's on my YouTube, Sport UFC. Or here on Twitch. So far, this matchup, Team Silenced, kind of pulling themselves away from the pressure, slowly taking more and more away from Bluelock here. And now Maiden won't be able to get the touch, but won't need to. Bluelock having to clear it right back in. Buttercup leaves it for Touts. Team Silenced again, just the ball. And the thing about Team Silence that I find so impressive is this is not a team that's trying to play fast. This is not a team that wants to play with speed. So often, the best teams in this league love to play fast. And this is a team that's playing very slowly, very methodically, definitely planned. They're not trying to waste any time or any opportunities for themselves. It's a slow playstyle, but it's one that's so tough to beat because this team is so consistent and they have such good communication with each other. You're seeing why this team is one of the best in the Blackline Contender Series. They look to try to do that here in the Surge Cup. As Buttercup leaving it from Maiden. Team Silenced want one more goal. Flip reset. Maiden gonna keep it close though. Gets past two, but Naxe. So let's take that danger out, and now is his chance with a 1v1. This one going to net. That one going across, but it will not fall in. Bluelock still searching. Time was there for them, but they couldn't put it in. Team Silenced keep their defensive line clean for now. Now a miss. Naxe trying to find the clear as Hoka. Next one to it. Aiden will stop him. As Naxe looking for the clear. Unknown. In front for Hoka! That one's off the post! And with 5 shots so far this game, no surprise Hoka's scoring on a couple of them. With 10 seconds to go, Bluelock looking to tie this game up. What I thought it would be for them if they can get a late game equalizer. And the opportunity is there, the writing's on the wall, they can definitely do it. Now's their chance, Unknown. Naxe, 0 boost. Maiden looking for the clear as Team Silence wanting it to hit the ground, and it will do so. A fake to end it out. Team Silence will take game 1. Again, just a slow, methodical start. We'll see if any of these teams do pick up that pace. It felt very sluggish. These teams don't really have to worry too much. As we are just going right into game 2 here, Bluelock. Though I will give credit to them. Definitely a team that could play up the Silenced. Did feel Silenced had that kind of control on the offense, control on the play. Still so far, it is again that same Silence side. They're going to play away a lot in these kind of matches. As see, I think they're gonna make a change here. Yeah, Bluelock bringing in another player, NG. But it looks of it, I don't know actually who that is. Let me see if it's maybe someone that has been listed already. Is NG a new? I actually don't know who NG is, so we'll figure out who he is soon enough. But right now, Bluelock making a substitution. And against Team Silence already again, reaching into that bag. They weren't happy with game 1. It felt like one where Team Silence had so much control. And I don't blame them. They're going to try to shake it up a little bit here in game number 2. So far, Team Silence looking to be that better team. Buttercup. That one, it could have been a lot better, but will simply be lofted to safety. Team Silence now looking upfield. And this one, tap down. Hoka with the clear. Buttercup looking down for Maiden, but Bluelock will be there. Maiden still on it though. He is getting more of an involvement here this game, and he's just set up touts for that one. Maiden stayed very far back last game, didn't take any opportunities, didn't play much offense. But now he's stepping into the offense, he's stepping into the action. He's creating opportunities here as I'm going to see actually if NG has been added to Bluelock, and I just missed him. I did. Their roster has changed. He's known as King Zippin. Okay, got it. We're gonna call him NG since that's the seems to be the name he prefers to go by, but he is on the roster as now Touts will get his second. Team Silence, doesn't matter who's subbing in, whether it's NG or anybody else for that matter. They're stepping up in this game. The offense becoming even more lethal. And for how close last game was for Bluelock, it might be the only close game of the series if Team Silence continue to pick up the pressure like they are right now. Again, it doesn't really matter who's subbing in, I guess, then, because Team Silence is just getting off to an immaculate start. And now, infield looking for three! Oh, Touts nearly tucked it in. Will be pinched off the post and wide. Maiden now. Hoka, a big whiff. Naxe wants to clear, but Team Silence waiting in the midfield. Touts has been a player all over the place so far, but that's a miss! And Naxe takes it! Team Silenced rushed on the play there. And this is one where, if you're Maiden, you don't jump for it. You wait and you watch. It's one of those plays you have to be patient. But he didn't want to wait. He rushed to it. He expected a bounce that was more out of the wall. It won't go in for him. Silenced. Taking that goal, but now here comes Maiden! And there's an answer back for his mistake. Goals galore at this point. Team Silenced are not missing. And there's not much Bluelock can do. They've made a trip trying to change up this momentum, change up the feeling of the series. They've changed it up all right, but it has not been for the better. Team Silence have only gotten more lethal since game 1. As we'll see, NG. The clear, Naxe. Off to the side wall is Naxe. The flick high, in front, Buttercup. Off to the back wall, NG in the midfield. Touts will clear that one to safety. Will be Bluelock will try to stay with it. Team Silence, an early chance again from Maiden, who's becoming much more in the face here of Bluelock. And again, I actually don't think it really has been a substitution of Bluelock that's made the difference. It's been the involvement of Maiden that has done it. It's now all hands on deck for offense for Team Silenced. And they're not looking back anymore. Not hesitating, they're not waiting, they're not playing defensively. No, they're confident at this point, and that's a bad sign for Bluelock's chances in this series. As Buttercup, bringing on the back line, was part of this Team Silence team back on Diametrics, I believe. On the sword for a while. But still, Team Silence is trying to find a big championship win here. It's not a very big org. One that does not have a ton of teams to my knowledge. Yes, they are one of the best at this, I think, at this rank level. They're going to be up there with the top teams. A lot of them you probably already recognize. Teams like Team Not Found. You know, going to be at that top level. There's so many teams at Surge Cup that I could talk about. But right now, Bluelock are the ones that are going to be talked about. As NJ puts in his team second. And while Team Silence have been able to be that better team so far, it has not translated to that on the scoreboard. Bluelock keeping it close. The way it works really is just that, again, Team Silence having some of these plays slip through them. Bluelock have been very good at, you know, being patient and waiting for opportunities, at recognizing that they may have to go down a goal to, you know, be able to make some sort of a comeback, but, well, that goal won't help them anyway. It's Maiden once again. As Touts, again with the assist. Touts is all over the place on offense. This guy involved in almost every single goal, it feels. 2 goals, 2 assists. For Maiden, though, he's also been everywhere. Again, that offense of Team Silence, it's only gotten scarier this game, now that everybody's involved. With confidence comes good things. Team Silence definitely playing with it there, as now Maiden in the midfield. A double commit from Bluelock. Will give the ball right back to Touts, but he'll be dumped up the field by Naxe. Buttercup, Maiden, the fake on one. The net's open for him. Maybe he can get it, but NG will block. And Bluelock will try to clear that ball out, but Team Silence won't give it to them. Maiden, that one quickly on net. Hoka's got the save. Here comes Buttercup. Team Silenced, waiting in anticipation for one big chance. This one going! And Buttercup, the ingenuity, doinks it past the Bluelock defense. And that's going to be a 5-2 lead. As Team Silenced not letting Bluelock get any control. As a follow coming in from Zippy, thank you so much for joining. You're in Game 2 of this Best of 5 series. Team Silenced right now looking to sweep Bluelock, and they're en route to do so with how they've been playing this game. This team, one of the best in the Contender Series. In fact, I believe they're actually rated as the best team in the Contender Series this season. Against Bluelock. Bluelock trying to make a name for themselves in the Rocket League Splash Series, but this Surge Cup Week 1 match may be one that's just a little too difficult for them. This team silenced. Again, slow, methodical, but just overwhelming on the offense. And this game is never going to end fast enough for Bluelock. Another goal for Silenced. It's a 6th, and Touts has got his hat trick. And it just feels like there's nothing stopping this Team Silence side. What a scoreline so far. Maybe Bluelock can get one back though. Right off the kickoff comes Hoka. And at least there's something for Bluelock to be happy about. There's not been much in this game, but they do have 3 goals. They've been able to score consistently. But that's been about it. They've been able to score consistently, but Team Silence have scored even more consistently. And right now, Team Silence looking en route to sweep this first round, this first week matchup. And one of the scariest teams in this division. Not surprised to see them start off this well. And as for Bluelock, do they reach into getting subbing back in unknown? Honestly, need to consider it. It has not been their game. Going to go into Game 3. Reminder that this is a best of 5, so if Team Silence do take this, they're taking the whole series. And again, what a start for this Team Silence side. They're just taking their time. It's such a methodical thing. They're not trying to outpace anyone, which is surprising because at this level, so many teams want to do that. But you're seeing some of the best teams out there, not the ones that necessarily need to play fast. It's the ones that play with quality, play understanding the task at hand. And for our upcoming matchup, going to Game 3, potential for a sweep here for Team Silenced. They have started off so well. They have not been silent, that's for sure. They have been anything but silent. Here we go, right back into the series. And for Bluelock, this is now must win if they want to start their season off with a positive record for Team Silenced. One giveaway as Unknown is coming in. Actually, now being the only player who's actually going to be able to stick around for at least all the games so far for Bluelock. Again, we're seeing these changes. They're not comfortable. They don't look comfortable against Team Silenced. Definitely being shown on the field as here comes Touts once again. It just feels like it's always going to be some way for Maiden and Touts to link up on offense. Just a great shot. Gets right in there. And for Team Silenced, they're off to the start to their usual strong start. Bluelock, are they going to be able to adjust to it correctly? They've scored a good amount this series, but they haven't been able to score a lot more. Again, Unknown subbing in for Hoka. See again if he can make a difference, but so far Team Silence have been in an absolute field day as Buttercup. I've just noticed Buttercup's in a Nomad. He's in a Nomad car. This guy. Oh dear. You know it's bad. You know it's bad. You know, for a team, if the other team's reaching into cars like a Nomad to play against you. That's not a good sign here for Bluelock. They really don't want to give up anything to Buttercup, but Buttercup not going to get the dribble. The Nomad might just be too big. He nearly found his way through everybody there. That car has been going to the weight gym, it looks, as Team Silence continuing the offense. Touts Cleared by NG, Maiden. Waiting on the back line. Naxe was looking for that shot, but he won't get the opportunity. Team Silenced trying to move up again. Unknown to the back wall. Buttercup. Hit it off to the corner and will keep control as this challenge from NG. We're going to try to slow down Team Silence, but they're not doing so well at it. Because here comes Silence back the other way. Buttercup demoed off the field, but he's got that final touch. Now Touts is demoed as well. Naxe removing players from Team Silenced. And he'll give his team opportunities to go upfield again, but still Team Silence hold the midfield. Maiden won't be able to get the double tap. That one booms away. Here comes NG, a quick shot, but again, it's just not enough for Bluelock. They've got enough to go upfield to get opportunities. They haven't been doing enough to get them consistently and to stop Team Silence from getting them. But they are still holding this one. Potential maybe try to tie this game up. Halfway through, Team Silenced are looking for that second goal. They just can't get out of defense yet. Bluelock really giving them a real tough battle here with these 50-50 challenges in the midfield. But Team Silenced, who seem to find a way to always keep the ball. As Buttercup won't get to that one. Now NG bumped off. Touts balanced by Naxe. Bluelock with this newfound offensive pressure that they haven't had yet this series. What are they going to make of it? Can they make anything of it? We know Team Silence have a solid defense, with how good their communication is. But Bluelock holding this much pressure. I think a goal will come at some point, but maybe it won't, as Unknown's overcommitted! And Touts will put in number 2! Team Silence waited for the prime time, and Touts will be all over it! A 2-0 lead, Team Silenced. With 100 seconds to go, this series looks like it to be theirs as Buttercup puts it in. A goal from the Nomad. And no stopping Team Silence at this point. It's a runaway train. They're off the rails. Bluelock can't seem to stop them. At this point, Bluelock, it's going to be really easy for them to start feeling hopeless. There's still time for them, but with how little hope they've had this whole series, it feels against Team Silence. This game's not going to feel any difference, that's for sure. For Bluelock, they made changes, they tried subs, they tried to, change up the roster, but nothing has worked for them. Team Silence have been the better team, have been the team with the offense, have been the team to just slowly add goals after goal. And right now, they aren't stopping as Touts looking in the midfield. Naxe will clear, but in comes Maiden to keep the offense. Team Silence want one more goal, at least one more to take it here. That one's off the crossbar. It's Touts. It's a hat trick for him, and it's Team Silenced who add their 4th. NG wanted to clear, but Maiden gave him no time. Team Silence, the first ones to the scene. Under a minute to go, and Team Silenced, what a performance. I talked about this team being one of those that I think could very well make a long playoff bracket run this season. And if they're playing like this, if they're this consistent, if they're this tough to beat, the only way you're going to be able to beat these guys is just by playing better. The only thing I could see that might be an issue for them would be pace. If a team can play faster than them, but it's not going to be Bluelock, that's for sure. Team Silenced have this team up to a T as now looking for one more. They won't get it. Bluelock, though, will give the ball away. NG looking to not get shut out this game, but Maiden will deny that play from going in. And now a misclear from Silenced. Buttercup trying to be the first one to it, but Bluelock are still at the ball, but with 10 seconds to go, even if they do score, it won't matter. And it won't happen. The series will end. Team Silenced will win in a sweep. Bluelock, their opening week in the Rocket League Splash Series, it won't be one they'll remember, but for Team Silenced, it definitely will be for them. A 3 games straight here. Team Silenced, the much better side. 3 games straight. Bluelock did not have an answer for the Team Silenced consistency. It's Team Silenced, who, starting off this season, will look just so good. Again, what a match. Team Silence, a 3-0 sweep. A perfect start to their season. They're already saying they want a little interview after this, so we'll get them a little interview here as soon as we can, but good job on them. I did mention they were the favorites in this matchup, and they're definitely proving as such. As we'll join in now to chat with Team Silence, welcome in Buttercup, Outs, as well as Maiden, a 3-0 sweep. Congratulations on your win, and again, what a performance. Touts, I know you guys, came into this season as a team that a lot of people were definitely interested in. I mean, I've seen you guys in the Blackline Contenders series, and, well, I haven't seen you guys literally, but I have heard of you guys, and I know how good you guys are, so, yeah, I mean, again, an impressive result. So, how are you guys feeling now in the Rocket League Splash series? Are you used to this pressure now?
I mean, we're always down for close games. We're always down for good games. But Rocket League Splash Series, I brought it up to our captain Matty Ice. Couldn't be here. Shout out Matty Ice. But
Yes.
he's been dealing with
Hey.
some work issues recently. So Prod's been stepping up. We're getting used to the rotation with Prods and whoever we need to play with. I mean, we feel comfortable and we're ready to play whoever.
And I love to hear it as well as, obviously you mentioning Prods, aka Maiden, coming in, stepping up week 1. A field sweep over Bluelock. That first game was a bit close, but what is it about this side? What is it about this team, especially you? Because it felt like game 1 you kind of sat back. You kind of were a bit invisible for times. But game 2, game 3, you stepped up, and that seemed to make a difference to this team. What was it about game 1 and game 2, that kind of in between portion, that allowed you to step up so well? Was it just some words from your teammates? Was it just overall inner confidence? What was it that kind of allowed you to step up in the future? Because once this whole team kind of got everybody on board, there was nothing stopping you.
I really think it's one of us every single day, no matter what. One of us 3 are going to pop off. Hell, one of us 4 if Maddie's in here as well. One of us 4 are going to pop off, and I think we continue to feed that one person that's going off. And I happen to be hitting my shots today. I happen to be playing quick, and these guys just continue to keep getting me open looks, and I continue to capitalize.
Right, I'm very sorry about that one there. A bit about that one there, Maiden. I think Touts just stole your question.
That's what I thought.
Touts is stealing interview questions here. It's okay, Touts. You are not even close to the only person who said that. I'll get you a new question here, Maiden. A field sweep coming into this season for Team Science. I know you guys have a lot of work already in the Blackline Contender Series. Considered one of, if not the best team in that division, a division of like 70+ teams. So for you guys, what has it been like to transition from that league to this league? Because they are different leagues, but is there much of a transition into how you guys play and how you guys kind of work?
To be honest, I don't focus on how the other team play. I focus more to try to play with Butter and Thoughts, because I'm replacing Maddie when he's not there, and we got better in like 1 week. I think that how can I say that? I understand now way more Butter and Thoughts on how they play, and I hesitate less. And also, I focus on my speed and keeping my momentum so I can cut and pass to Thoughts, because he's hitting some crazy shots.
He is, as I also know, joining us is Buttercup. Welcome in again, Buttercup. I know you've been on the stream before. What team were you on before? It was not Team Silence. I thought it was Team Silence.
It was Arctic Zeta, but it was the same guy. It was the same guys. It was Maddie, Prods, and another player, Krozex, who's our 5th sub. He's not here today though.
And welcome in as well. Again, you guys
Thank you.
have been able to continue just some incredible, some incredible performances. You guys look really good this season. Your next match, actually, in the future, is going to be against WSU Tech. So you got to tell me about that matchup. What is that match going to mean for you guys? Because again, that's a team that's actually playing really well. It's a team that's definitely going to be tough to play against. So, what are you going to do to, try to keep this season going, to keep your good momentum going? What are you guys going to kind of work on, practice on? What are you going to do to kind of prepare?
I think we're gonna keep hitting some scrims. We've been in a lot more scrims lately. Like we used to be only doing like 1 a week, if that, maybe 2. Now we're hitting like 3 or 4 a week, which is really good for our chemistry. Sometimes we do 2 in one night. But yeah, we're getting our practices up, getting our chemistry up, playing faster, playing off each other more. And I think we just keep increasing like that, we'll be able to put up a good fight against WSU.
Again, I love to hear that here, and Again, what a match. Congratulations on your win here, guys. A 3-0 sweep, a perfect start to your season. But before you guys go, we'll just get some quick shoutouts here. And we'll let you all have your time. Let's start with Maiden here. Do you have any shoutouts, anything that you want to say? Anybody you want to thank for helping support you guys now, kind of your starts in the RLSS?
Shout out to the team because they're patient with me. I can be dumb sometimes and I don't use my brain sometimes, but they're patient and they try to explain to me what I'm doing wrong. Shout out to Matty because he's working way more than I think everyone who's watching. And he's trying to be there as much as he can. And also shout out to that's about it. Shout out to the team because they're the only one supporting me and trying to push me to get better.
Well, again, thank you so much for sharing that. Now we'll move on to Buttercup. Is there anything that you'd like to say? I know, again, you've mentioned you've been with these guys for a while, but do you have any shoutouts, anything that you'd like to say?
I think this team has a very high potential with Prods and Maddie and Crow and our new player Taltz. And I think we're going to soar into new heights. And I think this season is going to be one of those seasons that we're going to get recognized and maybe people will start paying attention to us a bit more. So we're looking to make our name here and we're ready for a good season.
Oh, yeah, wait, you have something you want to say here, Maiden? It seems like you're pretty eager.
Oh, no. I just wanted to shout out my Twitch because I'm
course.
going to start streaming
I get it.
almost every day. And if anyone wants to hang out, I'll be there
Great.
about every night.
What's your Twitch?
It's Maiden OP. OP
Oh, okay,
at the end.
the same as the name that you have, Go.
Yeah.
That was loud, my goodness. What was
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Someone just had a jump scare there. But again, yeah, you can always shout out your Twitch. Go support him, Maiden OP.
Thank
Twitch.
you.
Of course, no problem, man. I support all of you guys. I remember back when I was a small streamer, and I asked people if I could shut up my Twitch. So you guys get the same courtesy from me. But now we'll move on to Taltz. Is there any last things you want to say here before the night's over for you guys? Before you guys get to kind of go off and celebrate, or maybe go to sleep. It is kind of late, so anything that you'd like to say though? Any shoutouts? Anything that you'd like to mention?
Nah, I mean, really just shout out Team Silence. I hopped on this team, I'd say about a month ago, and we've just taken off ever since. I did a tryout scrim with Maddie and Butter. They thought I was a good fit, and it's just been getting better and better every week. Shout out Glictix, shout out our whole team. Shout out any of the guys that are watching. Appreciate you all, and it's only up from here.
Again, good luck next week when you play against Weber State University Tech. That's a team that's going to be pretty solid. Weber State's got a main team as well that's also really, really good. But again, thanks so much for joining me here, Maiden, Taltz, and Buttercup. Hopefully we'll see you guys again in the future, whether it be Blackline, whether it be Rock League Splashers. I am in both leagues, so maybe I'll get the chance to see you guys. But for now, take care, have a great night, and have fun. And again, I'll see you hopefully very soon on the stream again.
Yes, you will.
All right. Thanks a lot.
See ya.
Thanks a lot. See everyone.
Again, that was the Team Silence side there, running in for a little interview after the fact. But that's it for tonight. Tonight it has been. I've been enjoying it, but that's our only series tonight as well. It was only one match. Only ever going to be one match, but it is what it is here. As we'll I think we'll get a raid in here. Let's go get a raid to a friend of mine. Thank you all so much for joining the Sporty stream here for the Rock League Splash series. But that will be it here. It's so unknown. Cool. I can definitely update that for the future. But thank you for joining in, everybody. Very good team. Love to face them again. Yeah, I'd love to see that. If you guys ever want to play it again on my stream, by the way, unknown, let me know. You guys are solid. Again, thank you so much for joining the Sporty stream. That's it for tonight. Be well, stay safe, and I'll see you again very soon.